Nice.
Ooh, the rings.
That was a special connection that doesn't always happen. Alright, so, guys, Andrea got here a few minutes early, and I've extracted a few bits of information from her that I really like, and I'd like to share with you guys. So, she was talking about her Tinder adventures, Raya. Tell me who you matched with last night.
I matched with Rich Brian, which is super dope. I've never, listened to his music, to be honest, but I think he's super cool, which is dope, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, he's the coolest person ever on Twitter.
Anyone else? Any other people we'd know?
Okay, honestly, I got really butthurt the other day because I found Niall Horan on Raya, and I swiped right, and he didn't swipe right on me.
Oh.
So I took that one kind of hard, but I'll survive.
Damn, that's rough.
It is rough.
Any other names we'd know about?
Malfoy, the guy that plays Malfoy.
Yep.
I don't know his real name. Rupert?
Yeah.
Rupert something?
Oh, no, that's Rupert Grint. That's the redhead guy.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
right.
I actually bumped in. Speaking of Mar Vista, I saw Malfoy at a bowling alley bar doing shots of Fireball, and he was 2 people up from me.
I think I love him.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
My kind of guy.
Yeah, I was wondering where. I guess when you wonder where people are, that's where he is.
That's where he is.
That's where he is. And you said you mess around on Tinder, but that's more of just
yeah, Tinder's just for fun.
Just goofing around, seeing what happens.
I've never met anybody in real life off of Tinder. I feel like I'm too afraid, but it's fun to just swipe and talk to people.
Yep.
Most of the time, people are like, "This is a catfish account," and I'm like, "It's not."
Yeah, but I'll let you believe it.
Right?
That's awesome. All right, one thing I want to talk about 2 things here. One thing I found very entertaining about your story is sort of the how you started with, what contributed to it was a Justin Bieber video.
Oh yeah.
That you made a dance video, and explain this. So a dance video.
It was like a hand dance type thing. He had a contest where if you made a music video to his single One Time, which was his very first single, so this is way back in the day, before anybody knew who Justin Bieber was. But I found him on YouTube, and I was like, I'm gonna meet this kid, we're gonna fall in love, we're gonna get married. That part didn't happen, but the video went viral. So after that, I was like, well, this is fun. I might as well just stick with it and make more videos. And that blossomed into what I am now.
Wow. All right. And speaking of which, all right. So talking about Justin Bieber, I'm sure you saw all the stuff with the pregnancy thing yesterday.
All right. It was fake. I knew it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious. It was
so obvious.
April Fool's. So he's gotten all this backlash about being, insensitive to people that women that can't have kids and parents that are out there struggling. And he's had to issue a formal apology. It's 2019. Things are very PC. What do you think about that?
I mean, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was harmless and funny, but I'm also not someone who can't have kids, so I can't speak for those people, but I didn't think twice about it, but I can see how if you were in the position where you weren't able to have kids, it could be a little insensitive.
I just think it's just too far.
I've definitely pulled that prank as well now that I think about it. I actually edited a pregnancy test to say that I was pregnant and took a picture of myself with it and sent it to a guy I was dating at the time. So that was pretty effed up of me.
That is fucked up. All right, so one thing I actually did with those boys last week, and I want to do it with you as well, is because you're a funny unit, and I want to tap into it. So I've just grabbed 10 tweets from yours, because you're a tweet maniac.
I am a tweet maniac.
You're very funny. You're a very funny tweeter, and I've pulled 10 of them, and I want to just go through each, and you just give me the little backstory or whatever it is about them. Some are happy, some are weird, some are sad. Okay, so the first one's an easy one. I have so many tattoos I want to get. I would like... Can you give, if you can, you're pretty covered up, but could you give us a little, for the ones that we can see, a little tattoo tour? Yeah.
I have all of these. They're finger tats.
Yep.
For my mom, dad, brother, sister, initials. This one's a fun one. It's an R. It's kind of fading. But I got that on the season finale of a show I hosted, which was really cool.
What show?
It was Apologies in Advance. It was a talk show, but we had a bar on set. So my co-host was a bartender, and we would just bring people on, take shots. We did a... slip and slide of champagne. It was just a crazy show.
That's great.
I got this one last week. That
was to cover something.
Yeah, that was to cover up the red one that I got with an ex-roommate. She who must not be named.
She's coming up in the tweets.
I'm sure she is. There's gotta be. What other ones do I think those are all the ones you can see. Oh no, this one.
That's a nice one.
That's a fun one. It's just like a face. I just walked into a tattoo shop and I was like, I feel like getting a tattoo today.
Wow, really?
So I got it.
So much more badass than I am. I would at least have to think about it for 5 years.
Really?
Before I did anything. Yeah.
See, if I start to think about it, then I'm like, I don't really need it. I'll regret it. I just have to do it.
Right. And you don't have like any others you can just.
I have one here that I can't really point to. I have one. I have one there. You can't really see, but it says "Till death we do art."
Okay.
Because I paint.
Yep.
So.
Nice, alright.
Yeah.
Got a good little collection going.
Good little collection.
Nice. What's the next one if you had to get one?
I have so many.
If we brought a tattooist in right now, and I definitely believe you'd do it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Don't get me excited.
Yeah. What would you get?
I have a bunch of, like, I want to get a word here. I want to get growth because, like, that old tattoo grew into a flower. Mm-hmm. And then I want to get, like, a big skull here. All of my tattoos have little to no meaning, so I feel like I should just stick with that.
Are you looking to get like a sleeve or
1000%?
All right.
I want to be covered in tattoos.
Okay. Badass.
Don't tell my mom and dad.
Yeah, I have a feeling they'd already know. All right, next one. I just want someone to flirt with that mutually agrees that it'll never go anywhere.
Is that so hard?
Explain. Is this might be your this might be the Tinder thing you were talking about?
No,
right?
totally.
Yeah.
I like just talking to people without having to like I don't want to have to be like, so like what are we? Or, like, you wanted to go on a date?
Yeah.
That might sound really heartless, but I like to flirt and have fun without it doing anything more than that because I just have so much stuff going on in my life. Like, I don't want to have to worry about another person.
Yep. Fair enough.
Is that effed up?
Okay, stay away from people who have nothing to lose. Little
wisdom off the noggin. Because, like, if somebody has nothing to lose, then they have no problem
What made you go, I'm going to tweet this? What spurred that on? Do you remember?
I think
what happened on February 28th, babe?
February 28th?
Mm-hmm. Because that's when this was tweeted. I just want to get into the psyche of why that was tweeted and what happened to you. Are you okay?
Is there a list I can give you? I think that's when I was like, it was like the year anniversary of something that happened with my old roommate, probably. And I was thinking back, and I was probably high, just pondering, being like, you know what? Stay away from people.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna give you.
Okay, yeah, no, and I do know the story of the ex-roommate, so that does make sense.
Yeah.
How do you force yourself to stop thinking about someone, and what does it mean if you can't?
You're killing me. That tweet did well.
Did you figure out a way to stop thinking about someone? If so, can you let the rest of us know how to do that?
I am currently still on the hunt for a method of stopping it. So if anybody has suggestions, please throw them my way.
Right.
Nothing seems to be working. It's not good.
Yeah, no one commented the answer on that tweet?
No. Everyone was just as lost as I am, unfortunately.
Weak. Alright. Can y'all believe there are men out there that didn't appreciate me?
Can you believe it?
I don't.
I do. It's unbelievable.
What are in your situation, well, or in general, what are the signs that you get when you start feeling unappreciated? What have guys done to you to make you feel that way?
I feel like a lot of, I don't want to say all men in LA, but a good portion of men in LA tend to talk a lot and not listen. Mm-hmm. Like, if somebody says, how's your day? They'll be happy to tell you all about their day, and then they move on with their life. And that makes me feel unappreciated.
Okay, because they don't ask or care how your day is.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
Right.
I'm sick of driving on a one-way.
Next time one of you grown-ass men decide to shout catcalls from your car at me while I'm walking, I'm just going to spray my pepper spray directly into your window with no warning. I'm over it.
I am.
Tell me, like, this is from a guy's perspective, like, that's just something, like, we don't deal with.
Oh my God.
We don't even have to think about.
It's unbelievable how many, like, I was hiking the other day, and there was a car full of guys that drove past and said some, like, really fucked up, gross stuff. Okay. Like, can I cuss?
Yeah. Okay. This is rock and roll.
Rock and roll. He was, like, yelling. He was, like just nasty sexual shit. And it was, like, I stopped and I was like, what? Didn't you have a mother or, like, a sister or anyone in your life that's female? Like, it just blows my mind. So, I always have pepper spray on me, so.
I wonder, because it's, like, all that is going to do is make the woman like hate you. Like
Yep.
I've never really understood the mentality of like catcalling.
It never works.
Yeah.
Like, what is the point of it?
Yeah, it's like, hey girl, like they're going to turn around and be like, oh hey.
Like not
and
ever
if
has
the
that
guy
happened.
would not know what to do, they'd be like, oh, wind up the windows, keep driving.
Faster, go.
I don't even know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Is there? I mean, maybe the mentality is that guys think that they're giving a compliment or they're going to make a girl feel good.
Yeah.
Is there any element of like flattered, or it's just like I am being harassed and this needs to stop?
Definitely just harassed, especially because it's not like they're like, hey girl, your hair is beautiful.
Yeah.
They're like, hey girl, wanna.
Yeah, you make a really good mother one day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, that is gross. I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
Got my pepper spray. I also have a comb that you take out the bottom and it's a knife.
Oh, really?
I am ready.
Do you do the like key, like the brass knuckles thing?
I'm always paranoid too. It's like, because my house got broken into last year, so now I'm just overly aware. I'm like, who wants it? Yeah,
what happened there? Were you obviously weren't in there? Were you in
I was home.
Get out.
I woke up to the sound of glass like shattering everywhere, and I was like, that's weird. Nobody's home. And I was like, oh my god, somebody's breaking in. So I ran into my bathroom, like locked myself in there, called 911, and there was like people in my room ripping the TV off the wall. I could hear them. It was insane.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like a movie.
Wow. Okay. So did they have any idea that you were in there? Probably
no, because the second they realized me and my roommate were home, they were like, "Oh shit, they're home," and they ran.
Yeah.
Didn't get caught though.
Jeez, that's horrific.
Yeah, it's traumatizing.
Did that turn into a YouTube video?
It did.
Yeah,
it did.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah, that happens so often, like in the hills, because it takes cops so long to get up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the mentality.
Don't live in the hills.
We all know how that ended last time. Yo, I'm never living with anyone ever again. Not even when I'm married. Get your own place. This one's mine.
I literally said that today.
Yeah.
And I stand by that.
All right. So you obviously, you've made it very public. Are you and Sandra you're obviously not on speaking terms anymore?
No, I haven't talked to her since the day she left.
Okay.
Not a word.
I feel like you gave her a really good run. And I'm sure everyone watching this probably knows the story. So you said it got to sort of like 3 months was like a grace period of her living with you, and then it was time to pay. And how many months did it get to before she officially moved out?
10 months out of 12.
Right.
For free.
So 10 months you were paying for the entire house of rent. And
I mean, I paid for the full 12 months, but like at 10 months I was like, okay, you need to go. Yeah. Because it was just like I was over the excuses and it wasn't going to change.
Yeah, so and she wasn't even working at all?
Nope, never got a job.
So, like, was it awkward getting home? You're like, hey, like...
I tried really hard not to make it awkward because, like, I've always said I'm never going to let money ruin a friendship, and that isn't what ruined it. It was the whole other thing. But, like, at a certain point, it does get awkward, and at that point I just kind of kept to myself.
Because you said that she was, like, shopping and ordering, like, Postmates and...
Yeah, and it's like, dude, come on, I'm right here.
Yeah. Yeah. And what was she doing all day? Like,
I don't know, because I was filming a show at the time, too, so I was on set for 12 hours. And I'd come home and she'd just be chilling, and I was like, what'd you do today? Nothing? Oh, cool. Because she didn't have a car either, so it's, like, exhausting.
That is exhausting.
Yeah.
Okay, and so it took you I mean, as I said, it sounds like when you hear it, you're like, oh, 10 months, I would have done it in 4 or whatever. Like I would have given her like 1 month and then told her to get out, but it just doesn't go like that, does it?
And it's so much different when it's your best friend. Like she's my best friend for years, and I didn't want to like F up the whole friendship just because of money.
Well, I don't think I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you that money shouldn't ruin a friendship. I think what ruined this friendship was disrespect. Totally. Really?
Yeah, lack of respect for me. She had no respect for me. Yeah. Or like,
And is this where the referring back to her other tweet? Don't trust anyone that has nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose, yeah.
And this is basically her, right?
Oh, totally. She had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Ugh. Glad I'm out of that.
Yeah. And is that when you moved by yourself?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay. And I love my new place. It's so cute. I'm decorating it. I started collecting neon signs.
Oh, yeah.
So it's all pretty.
What do your neon signs say?
I just got one the other day that says "fuck off" in neon blue.
Lovely.
Yep.
Cool.
My mom's gonna love that when she visits this week.
Awesome. All right. Look, you don't have to answer this one if you don't want to. Now I feel weird that I pulled this one, but it says being bisexual means twice the options and twice the letdowns.
Hell yeah.
Woo! I did not even think of that. Like,
yeah, no, I didn't either. But now I do.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. Like, yeah, it would be just twice the amount of options, but just so much more shit going on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, we got 2 more. Sometimes I feel like fate is a lazy fallback plan.
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
I really thought about this. You know how people are like, well, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Don't you think that's kind of like your excuse for not getting off your ass and going and getting it if you want it? Mm-hmm. Don't you think?
Yep.
So that's how I feel.
I get that. It's like...
But it's really 50-50.
Yeah, and it's like fate and luck and all that sort of stuff. It's really just like how you deal with, depending on the individual, how you deal with certain things that come up, really, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I do feel like it's a stretch. I also feel like it can give people an excuse to do nothing.
Exactly, like a cop-out. Like, well, if it's meant to be, it'll be, but I can't really do anything. It's like you can do a lot of things to make it happen, actually.
Many things can be done.
Many things.
Nice. All right, last one. My original music about to rip your heart out.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it. So you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
I watched one of your clips and I was really, really impressed.
Thanks.
Yeah. So tell me, what's the plan with the singing stuff?
Well, I just started doing vocal lessons probably like 3 months ago. Mm-hmm. I've always like really loved music, obviously being in the radio world and like all the music stuff. I've always appreciated music. So I decided I'm going to give it a go. We're going to see how it goes.
Okay. You know, I was talking to, I had Gabby Hanna on the show a little while ago, and she was, well, I guess a little bit has been into it for a while now. Yeah. But we interviewed her actually the day that the Genius meme broke.
Monster.
Yeah, the monster thing, and she was talking a lot. I mean, aside from just like getting absolutely roasted on that, and I mean, which is really harsh. It was really was.
But she owned it.
Yeah, it really was like a weird microphone glitch. Anyway, I feel sorry for the girl, and people really go in on Gabby.
Yeah.
Like, she has a really critical fan base, if you'd even call them.
Totally,
fans.
but I give her props because she keeps at it and keeps doing what she wants to do.
Yep. And also one thing she said was that she was a little bit apprehensive because she didn't want to just be like, I guess, like an influencer that's like, hey, I'll just start singing. But she's like, yo, but I'm actually really passionate about it. I love doing it. So you just got to do it. Did you have any apprehensions like that?
Totally, because everybody's, I mean, it's a thing. It's like, well, there's another YouTuber going to be a singer. Mm-hmm. But like, I actually really love music and I love writing and I've always loved it. So I just want to do it right, which is why I'm doing like the vocal lessons. I'm in like classes for songwriting, so I know like how to do it. So I just want to do it right, so that people can take me seriously in the music world. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
well, I mean, as I said, they should, if you can, the video that you put on, like, Instagram and Twitter was just you sitting on a couch and singing, and I think that's the best way to do it, because it's just, you're not in a studio, there's no auto-tune, there's no just like, wizardry that can go, I mean, people can do amazing things, like, with someone's voice. Someone that can not sing at all can make them sound pretty damn good, and it's crazy.
And I never want to like do that, you know. I want to sound how I sound in like a clip like that and in my music. Yeah. So the fact that people have seen you just sitting on a couch doing that, and it was damn good. So it's like, I think you're okay, you know. Andrew, can you tell me like, just going on to, I guess, focusing in on the YouTube thing, like the start of it all and the basis of pretty much everything that you do. Do you remember a pivotal moment when it sounds like when you were 12, 13, do you remember a pivotal moment when it kind of took off, when you were like, damn, like, this could actually do something? Yeah, I think I was still living in Indiana, I think, and one of my all of the videos I was uploading were doing so well, and like everything was taking off. I was selling merch, I was making money off YouTube, and I remember just being like, this is like a career. Like, this is my job. This is so cool. And I got invited to like conventions and stuff. And I was like, this is really dope. It was a cool moment.
And do you remember like a moment when you hit like 50,000 followers?
Yes, I made a list in my bedroom back in Indiana with like little boxes, and it said like 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and the very lowest or like the highest one was 50K. And I was like, I'm never gonna hit that. Like, I'll never actually hit that, but it's cool to have it on there. And the day that I got to check it off, I was like, yes. And now I'm almost at 3 mil.
Damn, that's crazy.
It is crazy. I still have the little paper with the check marks.
That's nuts. Okay, and when did it really start snowballing for you?
Once I came out to LA and I was able to like collab with other YouTubers, and we were all in the same space and doing things together.
Quietly stoked that you kind of just like stumbled upon it early.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so glad that like there's people that refer to me as an OG YouTuber, and I'm like, I'll take it. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 10 years. That's about as OG as it gets.
Dude, that makes me feel so old.
Well, don't worry. You started when you were 12.
I know.
You're fine. All right, I got some questions for you that I pulled off Twitter just before you walked in. So, from Serenity1601, she says, what are the 3 most important pieces of advice you could give to your supporters at this point in your life? Damn, I really started off with a heavy one there.
I got it. 3 pieces of advice.
Yep.
Number 1, just let shit go. Like, it's things that you want to hold a grudge about and be angry about. Just let it go. It's not worth it. You'll get over it. Mm-hmm. Number 2, don't care as much what people think. Everybody says that, like, be yourself, don't care about it. But seriously, everybody is so concerned about what they're doing and how other people are, taking it in that they're not even paying any attention to what you're doing. So just do what you want to do and be yourself. Number 3... Shit.
Refer to number 1
Refer
and 2.
to 1 and 2.
Yeah, perfect. Alright, this, so Maya, and it's at Raindrops, she's, says, can she teach me how to flirt?
Well, I'm still learning. I think it's just a lot of, like, smiling, maybe? I don't know. Whenever I try to flirt, I always end up just being like... And then I just run away. It's so bad.
Right. I feel like you're being humble there, but we'll go with that.
No, it's so bad. I don't know how to flirt.
Somebody asked, how have you become so confident?
I feel like in high school and middle school, because I was, like, pretty severely bullied, like, kids would push me down on the playground, I really had to just bounce back, and I feel like YouTube definitely helped with that, because I had people online telling me, like, this is so funny, this is so cool, so it kind of canceled out everything else, so that really helped. And also, just over the years, you just start to care less what other people think. That's really what it is. I don't know if it's being confident or just not caring.
Yep.
I don't know which one it is.
A bit of both.
A bit of both.
It is. So I have a different YouTuber on here every single week, and it's been going for the last year. And I would say literally 9 out of 10 say that they were bullied.
Yep.
You know, in high school. It's just, you know, or wherever, or even online. It's just the craziest thing.
It is.
And it's just so crazy what jealousy can do, because that's what generally in every case what it stems from.
Yeah.
It's savage.
It's sad. It's sad. Especially, like, I went to private school, like I said, like, anything out of the norm is just, like, wrong. Yeah. You know? Yeah, it sucks.
And like, I've spoken to some people that said they tried to keep it sort of secret. Like, they would have their online. Like, Jessie Page, actually, was a good one who talked about it. How she would really try, and she was really quiet in high school.
Yeah.
Didn't have many friends, but had this sort of, like, but flourished online and had a big community. But, you know, a lot of people say they were sort of trying to keep it quiet, you know?
I didn't have that option.
Why is that? Just people would just...
Well... I mean, I worked at a radio station for one, so that was pretty public. But before that even, my brother and sister were older than me, and so they knew about it, therefore their friends knew about it, therefore their friends knew about it, and it just got around, you know?
Yeah, even Jay Versace said he walked into one of his classes, and they were playing his Vines.
That happened to me too!
Right.
My religion teacher was playing one of my videos and laughing at it. The religion teacher!
That is so mean.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. I feel for you, but hey, joke's on them, right?
Oh, yeah. I get messages from people I went to school with now, and they're like, hey, girl, coming out to LA for spring break, would love to catch up. And I'm like, oh, fuck yourself. But have a good spring break.
That's great. Are you a fan of Billie Eilish? And if so, would you be willing to post a cover of one of her songs in the future?
Oh my god, I cannot sing like that girl can sing. She goes way too high. But I love her music. Her new album is so good. Have you listened?
Yes.
So good.
I have.
Yeah, I was just listening to it on the way here.
Right, I interviewed her 2 weeks ago at the iHeartRadio Awards.
She's so chill.
Yeah, she says the word dope a lot.
Yes, she does.
She's like, oh, so dope.
Dope.
So dope. And it's so speaking of disconnects, like if you look at her,
oh my gosh, so different than
how would you
sounds.
even categorize the way that she dresses, like her style?
It's very like.
right now you're wearing a beanie and ripped jeans, and you're kind of edgy, right?
I look like an emo little boy.
Yeah, but she, I don't know. It's like, yeah,
hers is the version of this, but loose.
Yeah, but and it's almost like for a boy. Like she kind of wears this like
she
big
looks
bag.
Comfy as hell though.
Yeah.
I wish I could. Dress
and then
like
she's
that.
just this like beautiful indie singer.
Yeah.
Which is.
I think it's so like she's so fascinating because all of the different parts of her that like kind of don't mix together. Yeah. That's what makes her so interesting.
Exactly,
to watch.
and she doesn't smile. And yeah, she's sort of just got a big like. Fuck off written across her forehead. Actually, guys, if you have a suggested Billie Eilish song that you'd like Andrea to do, put it in the comments. Alright, I'm going to officially let you off the hook. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Of course.
Nice big man handshake there. Guys, you've been watching the How'd You Do It podcast. My name's Xavier Brinkman with Andrea Russett. I'm so sorry for getting that wrong before. I'm going to think about that every single night until I die.
Me too.
Yeah. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. What's up, guys? If you liked what you saw, make sure you check out our other videos right here, and also subscribe to the Heard Well channel right here for new interviews coming out every week.